I hope he's still alive. Alright, where is my friend? Hello, Blessed. I'm trying to figure out how to not have anything show. I don't want nothing to show. Alright, hold on one second. You're gonna see my kitchen table. Sorry, I'm just trying to not have anything show. But you're gonna see my kitchen table. Okay, there we go. I'm just waiting on a few people to come in, and then I will say what I gotta say. And hopefully she'll join, but I doubt it. Here you go. You want more water? There you go. You want more food? There you go. You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? Fifi, come here. You want a treat? If I can find a treat in here that's not broken. There it is. Here you go. Treat. Good girl. Here. You want a treat? Here's a cookie. Good girl. Hold on one second. You might be a little bit, Hold on one second. You might be a little bit, whatchamacallit. I said 8 o'clock, but I'm always early. So sorry. Now you'll be off my AirPod. You should be able to hear me. Hopefully you're able to hear me. Because you're off my AirPod now. Alright, there's my best friend. Okay. You should be able to come up. I don't know how to work this. It's been so— Hi! It's been so long since I've even been on this.
I know, right?
I have to giggle because I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out who my moderators are and stuff. Thank you.
Big Blue Eyes 22.
By the way, people that sent me the messages, I do greatly appreciate it. I do. And the person that is next to me is my best.
Blue Eyes 22.
So.
And Blessed Not Stressed. Thank you.
I have it. I tried to turn off the camera because I didn't want to show anything, as you see, but I had it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to be showing myself. I don't want to be showing anything. The only thing that I'm seeing, it says mirror image. So I think you guys are going to be stuck on here at this point.
Guys, okay.
So sorry, it's going to show up, especially after last night and what I seen, thanks to somebody. So I'm just waiting.
Thank you, Blue Eyes.
It hasn't moved, and the copy is going near it. So I'm assuming it's probably no longer here.
Aww.
By the way, people, I'm just going to say this, all right, that are in here right now. Appreciate you guys saying, what you guys have said in my comments, in my DMs. I greatly appreciate that. That's really all that I need right now. Because, everybody in the family is trying to stay strong with this whole situation. a Blue Eyes, when it comes down to the sisters, I am night and day, because I can be like them to a certain extent. To a certain extent, yes, I can, because I get my anger, because granted, he's not my real father, but he raised me. I can get my anger from him. I can tell you that right now. Then I snap. I'm hoping that she'll come in, but I know better. The way that she was acting on that live last night that I listened to. I should go get a soda. Or as Randall says, soda.
Soda.
Let me go get a soda.
Go get a soda. Yeah.
I usually don't drink it, but I like my Dr. Thunder. My husband likes the Diet Wild Cherry Zero Sugar more.
Right.
Here, this is what I'm drinking right now. Yes, my nails are a mess right now. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm live right now. I didn't want to do this. I'm going to be completely honest. I did not want to go live, but I feel like I'm going to have to address stuff before people start thinking that my sister truly knows what's going on, because she doesn't.
Good morning.
Because she doesn't.
Good morning, Kimmy.
So I wanted to have a live to talk about certain things. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail, but I'm not going to share like everything, of course. And I know that there's somebody in here that will be recording it for me. So thank you to that person. I hope that Lori listens to it. So, all right. I drank a little bit of that. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, because I said that I'd be on around like 8:30.
That's fine.
I didn't know exactly. Thank you, Kimmy. I think I'm going to have to pick him up with tongs. Oh my God. It hasn't moved. I tried to move it. It's not moving.
Yes, Blue Eyes, you were very right. Listening and comprehending are two different things.
He's done. The clowns ate the inside of the snail. Oh my God. Here we go. I think I'm going to end up having to go to the store and get more necessary snails.
Yeah, you're right, Blue Eyes.
Because it's going to show now in that tank. So I'm going to have to get that Bactrim out stuff. I should micro Bactrim it. Because I did just take them out of the tank.
Okay.
Let me get that while we're waiting. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is like I do this all the time. I think. I think it's a cap that I have to do. A cap when something passes in it, so it will clear out the ecosystem.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, it is. So I'll do that. All right, cap is in. I'll turn on the light. You guys can help me through this, because it's going to be a bumpy ride today. So you guys will help. There we go. So there we go. They're cuddling over in the corner, but the two males are. I'm trying to be level-headed and not yell, have breakdowns, but she was on the phone with me yesterday. She's been with me through this whole thing all day.
Yep.
There's been two of my best friends have been with me through this emotionally, on top of my brother. Lori does not have my phone number, so she cannot get a hold of me. I got a hold of two people yesterday, and then I'm gonna say somebody that obviously everybody probably knows I have's phone number. But I got a hold of Psycho Bunny to try and get a hold of Lori. And I said, forget this, I'm gonna call Andy. So I called Andy and I had a conversation with him about it. That way I didn't tell Lori. The reason why I told Lori is because I felt deep down in my heart, because she's not MIA, not on, she's considered MIA out of all of our lives, but she's not months down the road like our father. And yes, everybody knows that Vinny is not my father, but he is my father because he raised me. So when you hear me say father or dad,
Right, Kenny.
that will be referred to as Vinny. I'm going to address something. When it comes down to my real dad, sorry, my dogs are playing because they know that I'm really finicky right now. Relationship like my dad, who I call my dad. When I had problems, I would not pick up the phone and call my real dad that, gave life to me, as people say, because I don't even know how to word it, because I'm so tired of saying like he's my dad. He's pretty much my sperm donor, okay? That's just the truth, and I hope that I don't get taken down for saying that. He just created me with my mother and abandoned me. When my dad passed, he tried to, and I felt awkward because you don't know anything about me. Like if I called him crying like I did my dad, he wouldn't give me the same reaction. Like, okay, calm down. What's wrong? What do you need? What's wrong? What do you need to do? Like if I need something, like say for instance in my yard, like the one day, I'll never forget it because I called Mom. I'm yelling at Mom. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Where's Dad? He's not answering his phone. And I'm crying because he was out. He was doing like chores around the house and stuff like that outside. So he didn't have his phone on him. So I'm sitting there crying to my mom. My mom's like, okay, hold on. Let me get Dad. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, the weed whackers FaceTime me. So I FaceTimed him at the time, and he told me how to fix it. And he's like, see, it was simple. No crying. Like those kind of conversations I can't have with my sperm donor. Okay, so I'm just going to make that clear. Yes, Vinny is not my father, but he is, because he's a place together with my mom and, yeah. Yeah, but I don't like to say that. He's not considered a stepfather to me. He is my father because he's been there. He raised me. He took me in when he didn't. No idea what's going on right now. I love you for coming in here. I'm going to call you when I get off this live. You're going to hear some things that are really bad that have happened in my life.
Yes, Blue Eyes. Just like Andy.
Yes. Last night, I tried to call him because of the situation. And like I said, I'm leaving it at that for right now till I get into more. I tried to call him. He blocked. So there you go. That's the kind of relationship I have with the person that created me on the male side. Now, for my mother. Yes, my sperm donor blocked me. Yes. I tried to call him and say, hey, listen, Mom passed. Because he has rights to know, kind of like Lori. So I wanted him to be aware. So with my mom. She's been battling leukemia at that since last year. It was aggressive. She went into remission. That was when Lori said that she was no longer in PA, because I did lie about that.
That's right, Mama C.
Sandy, do you remember when I wrote that to her to see if I can trust her with anything?
Yep.
And what happened a few days later after I said that, she wrote and said something about it live, and I was just so mad. I will never forget that. But no, my mom was in PA. She was near me, like an hour away from me. She was. And last year they told us that it wasn't bad at the time with the leukemia. It wasn't bad, but then, like, on the other hand, I was always thinking disaster. Sorry, I have people calling me. Negative when something bad happens. And they said that she was in remission in February of this year. Isn't it remission when there's no longer cancer? I think
Yes.
that's what I thought. Sorry, I'm trying to get my whole, y'all understand I'm not like mentally all here, but I'm trying to, just explain everything so it's out there. So there's no BS going on, because I know damn well she's going to do it. So remission, she was in. Then in May, near my birthday, which is the day of Jackie's birthday too, Lori's mother. We were both born on May 22nd, but different years. She ended up finding out that the cancer was back. She was no longer in the remission part. Hold on. Who it is. Okay. So we found that out. We're giving her. That's a cancer pill. I'm gonna not say the name because I don't want to disrespect the company or anything like that, but it wasn't helping. So pretty much they gave up. And my aunt signed the papers for hospice. Talked with my mom. My mom said she was okay with going on hospice. She knows.
Thank you, Mama C.
Then I said that I would be coming after work. Yesterday, I was supposed to be coming after work to say goodbye to my mom. And she couldn't make it in. So I got the call about it. I don't want any. Mama C, I don't want any. I don't want any gifts. I love you. You know a lot personally about me. But I don't want any gifts. I'm trying to explain everything when it comes down to my sister, because my sister's making a big deal out of a whole bunch of stuff that is on this app right now. And I listened last night to a recording. And I'm going to get there. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. But emotions get the best of you, especially in this kind of situation. So,
take your time.
I do feel a lot of guilt, but also she knew that I work so many like days. I've been going on, pretty much have to give up your family to work. And that's pretty much kind of like what I signed up for. I'm barely home. Right now I'm home because I have grieving.
Thank you, Chrissy.
I only have 2 days of grief, which is yesterday and today. So before I have to go handle more stuff, I'm on here early morning to explain things before I go to the office thing. I'm not going to say that whole thing because I don't want to dox it. But yeah. But yeah, this is really hard. Thank you for the virtual hug. So she passed, and I got the call from my aunt. She didn't pass alone. My aunt was there. My aunt's been taking care of her. And yeah, she's no longer here. God took an angel. She's up there with Dad talking about my crazy teenage years. They're probably she's having her soda and he's having his morning coffee, and they're reunited together talking about the craziness in the world. Probably talking about like what's going on, CNN, the sports channels. Go Yankees. Sorry, I have to like do this because I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying not to cry. So I'm
You're
making
fine.
myself happy.
You're fine.
It's for the best though, because she's not in pain. So whatever Lori says, I can tell you right now, the last time she had a conversation with my mom was when our dad passed. So whatever she says, that she was close and it's her stepmom, I'm going to pull the game of the whole, she's like, you know, Vinny's not your dad. I'm going to pull that right now with her. But Lori, if you're listening, however you're listening, Susan is not your stepmom. Long time ago, when Dad was passing and he was in the hospital and we weren't allowed to see, you know what he said about you and Andrea? And I know Andrea's no longer on this earth. Andrea, I love you. I'm sorry, but I've already had this conversation with you a couple times because you're at fault too for it and you know it. And I'm sure Mom's having a conversation with you about that. Your father said, fuck them, because you guys never cared. The only time you called was when something was going downhill and you needed Dad to save you and you needed money. That was the only time that you ever called. Only. And if Mom was still here today, she would say the same thing and she would agree. So, there you go. You got the truth out of that. Because you didn't know her. You never got the chance to know her. You threatened her daughters. You threatened her son. You threatened her. She don't want you crying. You don't deserve to cry. You don't deserve to grieve over her. Those girls deserve to grieve over her because those girls were cared for by her. You don't deserve that. You never will.
Thank you, guys.
Sorry, thank you. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm trying not to.
You're fine.
Because something might make me trigger to the point that I flip.
You're fine.
Because my emotions are running thin with people and I'm very unhinged. You guys know how she passed and what was going on. I'm going to get into last night. Now, I had 2 people message me saying that Lori was in a live last night crying. All right? That's fine. That's fine. She can cry. But they're fake tears. They're not real. I don't care what anybody says. They're not real. They're staged. She wants money. She's trying to figure out how to get her next fix at this point. Since she likes to talk about my drug addiction back in the day, I've been clean. I am clean. Sandy, what did I
Yes.
say yesterday? I said my what?
Life. Yep.
And I didn't turn to my prior, what I used to do. I didn't turn to it yesterday. And I'm sometimes can't even remember your name.
Thank you, guys.
I don't care what anybody says. Those Delta 8 things, whatever the hell they are, that she does, she's not sober. She's not. Look at her eyes. Look at her demeanor. Look at everything. She's not. She will never be sober. So, I know she's done more than that, but I just don't want to admit exactly what it is, because I know back in the day, I know what she used to do. And it's probably the same thing. So yeah. But she was running around saying that I was texting people on my mother's name. I'm here to tell you that is a fucking lie. I'm here to tell you that is a fucking lie. I would never disrespect my mother like she disrespected hers. I had ups and downs with my mother. We fought a lot, but it was never like that. I would never. The biggest fucking bitch to say that. Especially about me. When you supposedly don't know me at all, but Lori, you know a lot about me. You know when I was in my addiction. You know when I was with my ex. You talked to my ex. You talked to my ex how many times? Just to make sure that I was getting high still. I didn't go that low with you ever, because I'm better than that. You have no respect with that live last night. You have no fucking respect. My sister, I'll say that. My brother. You have no respect for the immediate family of my mother with what you did last night. And you need to apologize for that. Not only to me, you need to at all the way that you were yesterday. I don't know what kind of fantasy world you live in. And then saying, oh, everybody needs to check on Emily. I'm going to tell you right now, the girl next to me is checking in on me every hour on the hour. My other best friend is checking in on me. Every hour on the hour to make sure that I'm good. I don't need people to check in on me. I do have people that care about me, that ride and die with me. She may actually tell me to shut up because she knows how bad I can get when it comes to you. It's to make sure I'm okay.
Oh, and just so you guys know, Emily bought that for her. She bought everybody one. So, Lori, shut the hell up about the necklace. You didn't buy it. Emily did. Okay, go ahead. Emily did. Okay, go ahead.
You want to talk about the urn too?
That's right. Emily bought the urn.
I have the
She
credit
didn't.
card to prove it. I have the credit card documents to prove it.
And
But
that's her father. So, shut the hell up and get going. Don't bother Emily anymore. You don't need to. Supposedly, she's not your sister. So leave her the fuck alone. Okay, there you go.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I knew you were going to say something like that. So, there you go. Blue eyes, I have to. Sissy, I love you. Oh, Sissy, I love you. Oh, wait, I want the Jason cup that you have. Or I need a couple bucks for, dog food, or I need a couple bucks for the kids, like things like that, like things like that. I would always get messages about that. Always. Until I blocked her. There's a reason why sometimes you have to block people. I'm trying to read to see if there's any questions or anything like that. When it comes down to like the family and stuff like that, I will not answer questions because I'm not gonna say like how everybody feels. People, when it comes down to Lori's family, are fed up. Father's side, mother's side, fed up. No. I know who you're talking about. That's the one that was in the live last night that said that, everybody needs to check on Emily thing. Yeah, no. The answer is no. She likes to fake like people are her sisters. She's always been like that since day. That I don't know. I have no clue. Blue eyes. But I just know for a fact that that person is not.
Blue Eyes said that's her alcoholic TikTok. That's her alcoholic TikTok boyfriend.
Yeah, that I don't know. I know when the girls were younger, I know she used to drink. And she used to do other stuff. That's one. That's a good one. You know what? I've heard so many things about this Casper person, but I can tell you right now, I've had so many messages when her and I used to talk. Like every other week, it'd be some. I can tell you right now, I have been with the same guy since I was 18 years old. We are married and we live our life. Yeah, no, that's a lie. She was pregnant. Okay, TJ. She was pregnant with twins. Yes, she was. And it was by her cousin. That is correct. I know a lot of people have probably been through her Facebook. You've seen me on there. I've been in some of her lives back in the day when she would be on Facebook. First, I'm not going to say the other part, but first, because it's disgusting. I would never stoop to that level, ever. I don't care. You know what? I was an Okay, I'm gonna let Mama see up.
Hey, my babies.
Hey,
Hi.
Mama C.
Listen. You know, I told you I'm at the VA and I'm waiting to go back for my eye appointment. But listen here, I absolutely adore you. But you know, I love both of y'all.
Yes.
But I know your mama, you going through it. I don't know what's going on, and you know, mama, you don't need to know. But I know what to do, and trust me, I'm going to do it for you. You hear me?
I love you.
I love you more. You keep your beautiful head up. And if I have to drive and deliver a hug personally, you know I will.
You can come to the Poconos anytime, I told you.
Honey, listen, it ain't nothing but a chicken wing thing. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing thing, okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. And please do call me later on today if you
Mama,
need me for anything.
um, in 3 weeks, I'll be down in Philly, so we can meet then.
When?
I'll be down in Philly in 3 weeks on Sunday.
Oh, well, okay. Then you're gonna come see me and we're gonna have breakfast and sit
Yeah,
down and talk about whatever. But anytime between now and then that you need me, morning, noon, or night, you call me. You hear me?
ma'am.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Love you.
Love you, Sandy Bug.
Love you too.
Bless you guys all in the comments. I love you.
I love
Talk
you.
to
Honestly, Lori does need some mental help. She does. All her life, she's been doing this, and I mean, even people that know her prior to my mom and her dad getting together. No,
Yeah, she is a very sweet lady.
yes. The only thing is, though, is that when you try to get her help, she runs. When you try to get everything handled, she'll run. Like when she was in the state of Florida, there was already agreements for certain things. I don't want to go into complete detail because there's a person that's no longer here. And yeah, things were supposed to be taken care of when she was down in Florida with specific things, but she ran. Are you talking about last night? I already addressed that. And yeah. That's the whole reason why I went live, on top of also I wanted to say like what happened kind of thing. I'm not going to give like the time that she passed and stuff like that. That's between my family. But I did give you guys like that she passed from cancer. That way everybody knows in the claims of things and knows the truth, not the lies that are going to come out. Thank you. I appreciate that for understanding. Yeah, she can claim my mom when it's. Yeah. I mean, I shared a text on this account the other like couple weeks back about what him and I did the one day, and like I'll never forget that because I was going through a rough day and it just brought a smile to me. Yes, everything is a money grab for Lori because she and dad would support her. When the kids were born, my mom and my dad dished out a lot of money to make sure that the kids had when they were born. And so on throughout when they could. When times got tough, that's when she distanced herself, and that's when she started, when the money train stopped. Money gravy, whatever y'all want to call it. Yeah. She has emotion okay, that's actually, it's true right now that she doesn't have emotion, It is true. But when she was actually sober, she was a decent human being. When she was not this thin, I got to be careful with what I say because I know that they take lives down. You know what I mean? What she does and stuff like that right now. But when she was heavy set, she was actually a decent human being. She had emotion. She had feeling. Yeah, MIA, as you could see in the messages that I've posted, but I won't post any more pictures of certain things just because there's like addresses and stuff, and I just I don't feel the the necessariness to be putting them out there because she's no longer here. But she was a soulless person at the end too. She does not. I could tell you that right now. She does not. I'm not going to say the name or anything like that, but she does not. She has no contact at all. And when it comes down to my family with like my children, she has no contact with mine either. When dad passed and I had Andrea calling me, I don't want to say her name, but I'm going to have to on this one. When I had her calling me, I would go in the backyard because I didn't want the kids hearing her, because I didn't want my kids going through craziness like I went through when I was a child between these two people. And none of us are jealous. None of us are jealous of Lori. The only thing that I'm kind of a little bit jealous of is that she's able to kind of live a little bit of a normal life in a way, because she can, stay at home. Unlike me, I'm always at work. I'm always, making sure that I'm making my money so I can support my family. That's the whole thing. You have to be able to support your family. Dad always told me growing up, her father, I don't know how he truly raised her, because I came around when they were more of like adult. Like Ange just got done having her child when I came into the picture. So like I don't know how they were raised with her respect for my elders, go to work, and take care of myself and have no man take care of me. That's how I was raised. So I don't know her whole. They know that I work all the time, but they know that I'm just a phone call away if something happens. So they could always call my phone, even if I'm at work. But I just don't know how, like I said, they raised her and the other one. I have no idea. I wasn't around. But the only thing that I am jealous of is that she has more time at home. I have 2 dogs to take care of. I have 4 fish. I have a guppy. I have now, well, I just lost a snail this morning, which I'm not crying about. Surprisingly, my first snail I did, I had like an emotional breakdown. But I have I have 4 snails now, necessary snails, in my saltwater tanks. But yeah, I'll openly admit the only thing that I'm a little bit upset about when it comes down to her, or considered jealous at all, is that she gets to spend time at home and be able to clean and stuff. Because, like, yeah, my house is always a disaster because I just don't have any time. I come home 8, 9 o'clock at night after working from 8 o'clock in the morning. So I got to eat dinner and then I got to be in bed to go up and go back to work the next day. Yeah, we do. It takes a mental, emotional drain on me. That's why I said, like I never got to say goodbye to my mom. And that kills me. But also she knew that I work 6, 7 days a week, 10-hour shifts, or shifts, There's nothing that I could do to change that. Work comes before anything. And the thing that bothers me, though, the most is that the call that I got, I was already in, and then I got the call right before I had to go to my doctor. I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish I could give you a hug. It's hard. I know I lost my gram to dementia on top of also she had, well, it was my, okay, it's my mom's mom. I lost her right around when I lost my dad. It was in 2020 during the wonderful COVID, because I'll never forget. I still have nightmares from it. When I lost my gram, now the funeral home that we had to go through at the time was not doing keepsakes or anything like that. And my mom told me, Em, we need to do all these keepsakes for grandkids and stuff. And Sandy, you know this because it still haunts me. My basement in my garage, my husband and I were scooping my Gram's ashes into keepsakes.
Yes.
So we could actually have keepsakes of my Gram because the funeral home would not do it during COVID. I will never forget that. Same thing when it came down to Dad. Did love you because you are his, but I still have nightmares from scooping ashes of two people in my basement during COVID, and you were MIA. So just remember that while you're kissing that urn. I've been through hell and back to make sure that you got that urn, that keepsake, mentally, because you don't know. In the comments, I'm not just going to add you. I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of person. And if you're looking for Michael Marine, he no longer is on this account. The joint account was done. I took the account back over, what, like 7 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of stopped because I had somebody that was on my messages that wished I was DEAD in my DMs because I was talking about my sister when I first started releasing the receipts. Somebody put that in a DM, so I kind of stopped adding people at that point. So that's what happened with that. So like I allow people to look at my profile. I mean, it's here. Yeah. I can handle a lot. I'm pretty strong, especially with having Lori as a sister. I think I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty level-headed. Unfortunately, there's sometimes that I'm quirky and I lose my shit easy because she just drives me nuts. A hidden account. And then when she found out what the hidden account was, she got mad. She messaged my mom and said, "How dare she? How dare she?" And that's when I said, "Screw it. I'm just going to keep the." Okay. I just found it weird though because they came in and then like they shared and it said share, and I'm actually looking at the comments right now. Don't take weird for a second. I'm like, wait, what? I wasn't looking at the comments earlier. I was looking at the fish to try and keep me calm because I kind of needed to. Because this was a lot to say to people that I don't know, but I had to make sure that it was out there. Yeah, Scoops, I just looked at the screen and it said that you shared, and then it said like you joined right after. So, yeah, don't take offense. That was my fault. It's not fake tears like you fake fucking bitch. I have to throw my jabs at her. Because you know what? You know how many times I listened to that one when she acted so irrational and just crazy when she said, "You are not my dad's." and then started throwing stuff. You remember that one when I sent you that?
Mm-hmm.
And I was flipping out and I was like, I'm about to just go live and rock her because I can't
Yep.
stand it anymore. And when she did, well, thank you, TJ. I appreciate it. I don't want any gifts. I said that in the beginning. I don't want gifts. Don't give me gifts. Don't give me gifts. I'm just here for clarification of what happened because Lori went live last night crying. I got told, and then she said that I was on an account texting people under my mother's, and my mother's no longer here. So the answer is no. I've been live for, I don't know. How do I know?
Almost an hour.
There you go. Almost an hour it's been. I've been live for an hour.
Yeah.
Can I do a recap? Okay. I mean, if you want me to go through emotions and stuff, because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit not mentally here, 100%. I did have a loss in the family, and I can recap a little bit of it. I'm not good at recaps, but here we go. Let's try. Where do I begin? I said about my father. I said about how her dad is not my dad by blood, but her dad is my dad because he stepped up and he raised me. Pretty much never wanted me. Let's be real. So after our dad passed away, my dad tried to kindle something with me. It was very awkward. I tried to contact my dad last night to say that my mom passed, and I'm on block. Does that sum up the first part?
Yes.
No longer here on the earth. God took an angel. She's no longer here. She's no longer suffering. She has been fighting leukemia for a while, and she was on a cancer pill. Cancer pill, the big white one. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to disrespect them, but it wasn't working. So they put her on hospice on Friday. I sent a message to my aunt saying that I was going down tomorrow after work because I don't want to dox where I work because I know people like to call jobs because Lori had my one job taken. That was a federal job. So I got to watch what I say. I was at work and I got a call saying that it wasn't looking good. That was a couple days ago. I had one, but then the other night, mother's gonna be going, that I need to come down and I need to say goodbye. Okay? So, excuse me while I get emotional. This is gonna be hard. Never got to say goodbye to my mom. She passed away. She couldn't handle the pain. So she's gone. She's not in pain. I need to remember that. I said about how dad's up there with mom right now. They're talking, she's drinking a Diet Pepsi, he's drinking a coffee. They're talking about my crazy teenage years and laughing away. They're looking down on me right now, telling me stop the fucking crying, I'm sure. But I can't. I can't. It's hard. But yes, it's true. She's no longer here.
Take a breath.
I'm trying. Did that help the second part? Did that sum it
Yes,
up?
that sums it up.
I'm trying here. Sorry. I said I was gonna get him. Sorry. I gotta.
No, you're fine. Just take a breath.
Second one was thank you. I'm very emotional because of what's going on and stuff and what happened last night with her too. I'm very emotional because how dare she? How dare she say that? Thank you, Mickey. So she told people last night, this is the third part. She told people last night that I was on an account texting under my mother's name, which is not the fucking case. Far from it. How dare you stoop to that level and say that? So I was supposedly texting under that name. She knows that this is my account because that girl, I blocked me immediately. She blocked you because you told her to unblock me and her sister needed to talk to her because I just had it and I went in there.
Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. But she said that I was under an account of my mom's name. She doesn't know what my account is other than this one. Because she has people looking at it, obviously. Like that one fan that was hers. What was it? Oh my god. I don't even know the name. What's the name? The one that blocked you and I when I went in after because I tried to get in the box.
Oh, I don't remember the name.
You know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
though. Okay. That one. That one checks on my account. That one checks on my account religiously. I have no idea. Oh yeah, let's talk about religion. Lori, you're not a Bible thumper, okay? You're fucking fake. You don't do religion. You never did. The only reason why you're doing religion right now and you're talking about God and everything is because you want sympathy. You want sympathy and also the churches help you. You are fake. You are fake. You are the reason why people that are religious don't go to churches. You are fake. So I addressed about my mother. Blessed, you just said what I say all the time when I say I'm dancing with the devil. Because look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She is the devil. And I mean that in the nicest way that I possibly can. She's evil. She will always be evil. She's never the Lori when I first met her. She will never be that person. Ever again. She's gone. She's a shell. Her addiction made her evil. I'm just glad that I got out of it and my husband actually, beat some sense into me when it came down to it. Not, beating me, but you get what I mean. Don't take that serious because my husband does not beat me. And trust me, my husband is actually scared of me, especially right now with my emotions. So, but yes, that was one. And we were just talking about questions and stuff, and I'm kind of rambling about certain things about Lori because I've never gone live because I never wanted to go live. Oh yeah, Lori. Lori, you wanna know something? You wanna know something that'll get to you really bad? Your father gave my husband permission to marry me. Your father take care of me through thick and thin till death do us part. Like my mom and your dad did till death do us part. What address it is because you've doxed it a couple times. I've been here for 15 years. Tracy, you don't know 100% everything. She's talking to the dogs. She's talking to the dog and the cat, actually. Money, that's when she got abusive to her mother. And that's one thing that I will put out there and I will say because I'm tired of her painting a picture that her and her mother were close. The only reason why they were close was because she was getting money. Lori, you forget. I would hear the calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning of what you were doing to her, what you were calling her. Because what would happen? My mom and dad's room in the house. And you know what house I'm talking about. You've been there. The house. You know, the room that Andrea slept in when she was running from you know who? When she slept there, and I would sleep in the attic. On the other side, we had 2 beds. And I slept upstairs in the attic. My brother would sleep on the one side and I'd sleep on the other side to make sure that Andrea was safe. Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't around for that part. But my family was. My family was put through that. But you loved your sister so much. You know the sad part is about this whole thing? If I were to die today, I'm knock on wood, I'm not going to die today. But if I were to die today, you'd use that for money. And the sick part about it is that you know how much my life insurance is and you think that you're getting some of it. That's sick. Dead, you are completely right. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that coming about. That's another reason why I wanted to make sure. She will. I'm even more depressed today than I was yesterday because of all the rain that's going on right now. Like it's really hitting me harder today than yesterday. That's what's going on. My mom's crying and this is all of like her tears. Like she's gonna make it rain all day for me. She makes too much on welfare. You don't have to work. That's what
Somebody wanted to know, has she been in a mental hospital?
no. The snail path get more necessary this accessory snails, blah, because these tanks need to have them. Lori will never cook a homemade meal. You know, Dad always used to tell me the only way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Make sure that you can cook. Because we'll never cook a homemade meal. You know, Dad always used to tell me the only way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Make sure that you can cook. Because no man doesn't want a woman that can't cook. Or at least have an effort to cook. I know when she was on when she would be on Facebook and she did like the lives of the cooking and stuff like that, I would sit there and I'd laugh. Like about the grilled cheeses and stuff like that. Cause she would always burn them, so I have to laugh about it. Cause I'd just be like, oh my God, why? Why would you be showing people this? Would you be showing people this?
Uh, somebody said, Andy said she used to put dirty dishes in the bathtub.
That was a long, long time ago to hide everything. When like CPS and stuff would be there, like
Mm-hmm.
when she was in PA and stuff like that, she would do that. So CPS supposedly wouldn't see it, but they would. They'd tell her to clean it up. The Florida one, I really and I was getting clean at the end of it, and I was going to be taking twins. There you go, Lori. You hear that? I was supposed to be
Yep.
taking twins to make sure that they had a better place because you were not going to have any custody. And then you ran. You ran back to Indiana. No, no, she didn't have them. They were, you know what? I'm not going to say it. Some of us are women and men, you know, the reproductive system and stuff like that. The reproductive system and stuff like that. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. No, they were not a lie. The babies were not a lie. The twins were not. Were not. She was pregnant with twins. And since we're on the yes. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Eye. Thank you. I didn't want to say it because I don't like to say those kind of things because I feel like they're disrespectful. But addiction. That's what happened. Yeah. You're fine. Yeah. It was due to the addiction. There's no recording of it. That should be. All of us knew about it because there was a gameplay. Say that H. Hold on. Okay. Mickey, Andrea's death date is the day after. It was not the same as my sister, my blood sister, the one that has the same mother as me. And next week is Andrea's birthday, Andrea's death date. Yeah, that whole thing. No, no. To what I was told, it was the day after her birthday, which I'm sure some people have looked on Facebook to see when her birthday is. I don't want to say exactly, but it is sometime next week, and the day after was her date that she passed. What in Florida? I'll give you the state, but I just won't give that whole thing. Lori's been addicted to anything that she can get her hands on. I've said before in the those can be laced with certain things. That's what she was doing when I first became an addict. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can lace it with certain things. She learned that from her baby daddy. It was more to make it like, rolling kind of thing, putting those messages out that the peels are really doing good for her. Yeah, because it would turn black and it wouldn't completely disappear. It's okay because it's confusing sometimes when it comes down to it. There's so many ways to get your perfect, you know what. And I don't feel anybody needs to see that other than my husband. But I would show myself if it wasn't for that. But you could tell just by her eyes, which I don't care.
But if anybody wants to go find her and tell her to come in here, that is you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, she's not blocked. I'll never block my sister. I may shut her up sometimes to, like hit the mute button if I can. Can't you like hit the mute if she comes in? But other than that, no. Well, if she goes live and she runs her mouth, I'm sure I'll be able to see it. That did happen, but she's going to use it for a money grab. She didn't even know what my mother passed from because my mother never documented it on her Facebook. The only thing that was posted just recently was me saying it's private, that's none of my business. The account will still be up. It's kind of like Andrea's. It's kind of like Dad's. Dad's still is up. I will not log into those accounts. I have passwords, I have emails, but I won't log into them. I just feel like I'm invading privacy. I feel like it's not right to do. Yeah. Yes. That's where I don't want to openly admit it, but I'm gonna. Sorry. That's where I seen it last night. I seen it at 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I was listening to it, and I was just disgusted. I was just disgusted. That's why I said, screw it, I'm just gonna go live. And also, there was a conversation that was going on last night when I posted that I'd be going live at 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:30. And I'm still live, which I shouldn't be. But here I be.
Mhm.
It's funny. I laugh every single time. It gets me. It makes me laugh. It's not the same. It's not the same if you watch it from somebody else. Just the commentary of that person just makes it, you can tell like they have a great personality. Like they just say it as it is and they don't care. There you go. The person just came in. I love your sense of humor with it all. I think it's funny. It makes my day, especially after like a rough day at work. It's the best. We all know you're lying. Honestly, the people that I've talked to, like on messages and stuff, nobody's a bully. The bully is actually the person that everybody's in here, having conversation about. That's that's the bully, and she needs to disappear. She's ruined a lot of people's lives. When I was younger, she would say things. Okay, isn't that the one that would kick me out of Lori's live that just joined? Isn't that the
Ye-
one? That's the one.
Yes, I think so.
I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Sorry, people. I'm calling the person out. What are you doing in here? She left Lori a few weeks ago. See,
Tracy is good. Okay.
all right. Lori kicked her, but that was her sister. But that was her sister. I thought. How convenient. She kicks people that are her imaginary sisters, and then she also kicks, people that are her sister. How convenient. Yeah. Good. Don't give her any money. She don't deserve anything. Honestly. She needs to get her ass up and work. You know, if it wasn't for me working, I wouldn't own what I own. You wake up every day, you go to work. And in this situation, well, I'm waking up and I'm dealing with terror inside my mind. Terror inside my mind. The seizures were never there a long time ago. They were induced by, you know what. Andrea did have them. They were not induced by that. They were prior when she was young. I'll let you guys in on a little thing right now, and the person next to me can vouch for me. I have a broken arm right now, and I'm still working. I'm still lifting
Yep.
pounds. I have a broken rotator cuff on my right side where my tattoo is, and I'm still working, lifting 50 pounds, 55 pounds on a daily basis. And the MRI came back that I still have a broken rotator from falling. So if she can drive, I have still a broken rotator cuff, she can work. Okay, Tracy, I know that Lori Ann does not stand on business. If she stood on business, she'd be in here confronting me and apologizing. I'm sorry. I had to call that one out. I'm sorry. Last names. Let's make it right. Yes, she would. she would, but no, it was other stuff too. Don't let her kid. See? All right, baby blue eyes still had to go to work and had problems. I'm not gonna say exactly for people that aren't certain things. Your ass can get up and go to fucking work. Okay? Dad used to tell me all the time. You can sleep when you're dead. I think disability makes you, it's only like I think 1,000 extra you can make or something. But still, if she wants to, collect disability and stuff like that, her ass could still be working at the grocery store or something. Check people out. Instead of sitting and looking at people's resumes and stuff like that and going after jobs like you did with my previous employer, Lori. That's why I refuse to say where I work right now, because I'm just going to call that out. You people are slimy. There's people that have children that are working, okay? And there's people that don't want to be like Lori. Hello, Aries. She could be checking people out, having conversations instead of looking up people. She don't volunteer for anything. The only thing that she volunteers for is when she can get furniture from the church, because she's holier than thou. Wait, he's considered?
Yes.
I'm not a religious person, people. I'll be the first one to openly admit I'm not religious. My mom was religious. She was Christian Mennonite, but I'm not religious. Be holier than thou, and you're damned to hell because of your sins. That's the reason why I don't do that. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh my God. Wait, Lori, since you're listening, and I know you are. You know the skirt that you had with mom and dad and Benny and baby Jalen at that time? Do you remember that skirt that I gave you at the hotel because you were in your swimming suit? And yeah. So later on, you could go live and you can lie about whatever you want. The video when you were talking about me, since mom's not here anymore.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
I just know when I said about when dad was in the hospital and freak out and stuff like I normally have been doing lately.
That's fine.
Oh, no, ma'am, you don't owe her anything. Well, I mean, I should be the better person when it comes down to it. I should. But I want to really do that right now. Because there's a lot of things now. Because mom's gone. Dad's not going to hold me back from you, boo-boo. Nobody's going to, because I have people that do care. I have people that actually I've grown a little bit of like a friendship with that I can trust from your faulties that you've made on here.